There's an ancient Latin phrase that has survived for over 2,000 years, in vino veritas. It translates to, in wine, there is truth. For centuries, we've operated under the assumption that alcohol is a truth serum. That if you want to know who someone really is, you just need to watch them after a few drinks. The angry drunk is secretly full of rage. The overly affectionate drunk is secretly lonely. The loud, life-of-the-party drunk is secretly desperate for validation. But is that actually true? Does alcohol pull back a curtain to reveal your authentic self? Or does it temporarily create a completely different person? The psychological truth is far more fascinating than you think. To understand what alcohol reveals, we first have to understand what it turns off. Alcohol is a central nervous system depressant. Its primary target in your brain is the prefrontal cortex. This is the area responsible for logic, long-term planning, social awareness, and most importantly, inhibition. Think of your prefrontal cortex as a highly sophisticated filter. Every second, your brain generates thousands of stray thoughts, impulses, insecurities, and microaggressions. Your filter immediately categorizes them. Don't say that, it's rude. Don't do that, it's embarrassing. Keep that insecurity hidden. When you drink, alcohol effectively puts that filter to sleep. So, what happens when the filter dies? Your immediate impulses take the steering wheel. Alcohol doesn't create new personality traits. It amplifies the ones that were already competing for dominance inside your head. In 2015, clinical psychologists at the University of Missouri conducted a study on how alcohol shifts personality traits. They discovered that almost everyone falls into one of 4 psychological profiles when they drink. Which one are you, or the people around you? First, the Hemingway, named after the writer Ernest Hemingway, who claimed he could drink hell under the table and remain sober. These people don't show massive character shifts when they drink. Psychologically, this reveals a high level of natural baseline control and a deeply ingrained, rigid, subconscious persona. Second, the Mary Poppins. These are the people who become incredibly sweet, happy, and intensely supportive when they drink. Alcohol reveals that their baseline state is driven by a strong desire for harmony and social connection. When their guard drops, their instinct is to nurture. Third, the Mr. Hyde. This is the dark side. When the filter turns off, they become hostile, cynical, or aggressive. Psychologically, this does not mean they are evil. It reveals a massive reservoir of suppressed frustration, resentment, or unaddressed anger in their daily, sober life. They use all their energy to bottle it up during the day. Alcohol breaks the bottle. And fourth, the nutty professor. The classic introvert who transforms into a wild extrovert after 2 shots. This reveals a deep-seated desire to express themselves that is normally paralyzed by social anxiety or fear of judgment when sober. But here's the most critical psychological concept you need to know: alcohol myopia. Psychologists use this term to explain how alcohol restricts your mental vision. When you're drunk, you literally lose the ability to see the big picture. You can only perceive what is directly in front of you in the present moment. If someone bumps into a sober person at a bar, the sober brain calculates the big picture. It's crowded, it was an accident, fighting will get me kicked out. But an intoxicated brain experiencing alcohol myopia only processes the immediate cue. That guy pushed me. Because of this, alcohol doesn't necessarily reveal your deep, poetic inner truth. Instead, it reveals how you handle provocation and pressure when you are stripped of your ability to think about consequences. It reveals your rawest coping mechanisms. So, what does alcohol ultimately reveal about people? It doesn't reveal a truer version of them. Your sober self, the version that manages emotions, exerts discipline, and navigates society responsibly, is just as real as your drunk self. What alcohol actually reveals is the price someone pays to stay controlled. It shows exactly what a person is actively hiding, suppressing, or wrestling with when the sober mind is in charge. Next time you see someone change after a few drinks, don't just look at what they are doing. Look at what they finally stopped fighting against. Thanks for watching. If you found this psychological breakdown valuable, hit the subscribe button and let me know in the comments. Which of the 4 drunk archetypes do you notice the most? See you in the next video.